Alright, I figured I'd record some sort of build video on this project. So far, I had to bore this out just a little bit to get this tube to properly fit through there. I don't know why it's not zooming. There we go. A little bit of dead spider in here. I'm sorry about that. This thing's been sitting in someone's storage unit forever. Or not storage, maybe basement. Who knows? I don't know. They didn't have time to build it. Unfortunately, they got busy, which is valid. I suspect I might be there someday myself. But until then, you know, why not? Anyway, we got the prop tube in there. We got the bearings. I think... Again, there's no instructions with this thing, so I ain't got no idea what I'm doing. First time doing anything like this. I will openly admit I'm probably making mistakes as I go, but it is what it is. I'll get it running good and proper either way, whether or not I follow some instruction thing. Anyway, we got the bushings JB welded in, so that won't slip out. See? That's all good to go. We got the shaft fits in there nicely. I gotta position it so that hole sits there, because I think that's how I'm supposed to fill it up on the go, or maybe that's how it bleeds out the excess grease, I think, maybe. And then we got the outdrive assembled. We got the U-joint on there. When I say assembled, I mean I've got all the parts lined up. Obviously, I'm gonna disassemble everything up again, Loctite what needs to be Loctited, all that stuff. I'm just figuring out where everything goes so far. Got this set up, we got the screws in there, but we need to get 4 screws in there off the back. I need to align this first, and the problem with that is this came a bit misaligned. I assume I could just patch these gaps with JB weld and call it a day, but I want to see if I can get it lined up, so we'll keep you posted. We'll record snippets as I go through the build. Also, my wife is helping me. Say hi.
Hi.
Sweet.
That was gross, sorry.
No, you're fine. But I want to make sure everybody knows we're doing it together. Anyway, project update. We'll add more snippets as we go, and then I'll edit it all into some big thing. Actually, sorry, scratch that. I just compared it to the outline made by the stand holder. Sorry. But the hull angle is already more than wide enough for what my purposes are. Anyway, I think I'm just going to go for it, and I'll fill in this with JB weld. It's not a huge gap, and I can definitely make it strong enough. But we'll go for it, and I will keep you all updated. Got the outside all JB welded. I'm aware it looks real bad right now, but that's going to get all, obviously, sanded down a little bit, and then painted properly with the whole hull, I guess, but should have it all the way sealed around front and back. And then the back I did a better job. There wasn't quite a perfect fit here, so I just kind of smeared over past the parts where it didn't make contact with the lid, and then I put it under the lid as well last night. It's mostly dry to the touch after a couple hours. I don't understand that one, because usually it takes forever to do that, but yeah, a little nasty, but we got the job done. Keep y'all posted as it goes. I think the next step is going to be arranging everything inside, getting the outdrive put on the back there. I figure out, I think I'm supposed to take this, and I'm supposed to take this plate, I think, which I think slots back here and like in there and bolt it up, but I don't know. I don't have a drill around me right now, and this needs holes drilled in it if that's the case, so I gotta go figure that out when I get home, and I work soon, so it's a task for later tonight. For now, we got some good progress on it. But anyway, once I got this on the back, get this tube lined up properly, put some more JB weld along there, and inside here, down there, get the camera to focus down in that hole, get it around the bottom so it seals properly, and then I think we're good to go. Alright, so we went through, we got this assembled. I think I got the right screws on there. I'm going solely off the box, and these are the really blurry picture for that. It does look a little stripped out. It did slip a few times because I was making insane torque trying to lock it in here. But we got this bolted in where it's supposed to go. Oh my god, it won't focus. I'm sorry. We got the collars on so it holds it. We got the tube lined up with that, with the output so it spins freely. Yep. Put some JB welder on here, down there as well, so it doesn't spring a leak on the lake, and then shaft back in, Loctite down there. Okay, it won't focus, awesome. Linkages up here, and then through there, we'll assemble everything else. So yesterday, me and my wife, we went and sat down, got done the punching holes in the screws, getting things aligned. We got a holes punch for all these little pre-taps because these are self-tappers. Same here because we got a thick plastic base under it, so that one did really actually need it. And up here, same there, but we got all the screws lined in, got the mesh lined up. It's a little bit off-center by a hair, just a smidgen, but I've checked, and doesn't seem to interfere with the gear rotation any degree. I don't really want to peel that off, or I'd show y'all. Actually, let me just, yeah, because I can't find any of the documentation about this thing online, so might as well post it. But we got the twin motors set up. We got the backing plate on the other side. I did wind up having to bore out the transmission tunnel there, like completely chop off a small section of it. Like there's that, see that tube on the top back there? Yeah, right there, that tube. Had to cut that off on the downside to get that to fit through. Then there's a nut that this goes onto. Align the mesh. Good. Should probably put some glue on those, maybe, I don't know. But I want something light if I do that. And then, oh my god, that angle makes my mesh look atrocious. Let me, boom. See, it's not perfect. If I get it dead center, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's about as perfect as I could get it. Because these are both bolted to the bolted to the motor, bolted to the prop shaft. The transmission just holds the motors. So I don't really know what the thought process behind that design was, or if I just completely screwed it up, maybe. Might convert this to a single motor drive in the future. Sorry for shaking around so much, I just woke up recently. But right now I'm just getting the screws tightened in, and then after that comes dealing with the top deck. We need a servo and the steering linkages. Also, I'm gonna get in my bathroom because we were putting Loctite down recently. I just needed some light to film, but so I need to get the linkages in, servo in, electronics in, and then I'm gonna take everything apart. Loctite needs Loctiting, and then reassemble, and we're good. Obviously, I know some things are not coming back out like that. That's intentional, but still, a lot of progress. Another quick little update about the platform that I've discovered. Due to the age, it was designed for nickel metal batteries. We got this partially set up, but basically it was designed for that. So this curve down here, it's kind of meant for those. You can fit one of these in there, big old forks, but it'll bend. So that needs to be rebent to fit the lipo. But this will fit snugly right up here once I get it secured down. So we'll have plenty of juice to push this thing. And obviously we're not leaving these in there, that's just for test fitment, but it's looking good so far. Quick update as I'm getting some of the essentials together. Turns out I did slightly misalign the rotor, because I had to bend that. But we got these positioned right, so they steer it nice, but it needs a lot of force. So I'm thinking of cutting these boots down a little bit. I think it's rubbing. We have a nice 40 kg to get it moving in the right gyro so it doesn't go all over the place with the rotor there. And then I think we'll start with this 3652 out of an RC car. Should hold up with the extra amp ceiling, but be taking the lid off for cooling every couple passes just to check. Then we'll switch to a Marine ESC, maybe a second one of these, and really get some juice going. Alright, we don't have anything really wired up properly yet, at least over here, so ignore my mess, but that's good to go. So steering's all set. Everything's Loctited, greased up fairly well. Transmission's got grease. I'm running a single gear, single motor, 3652 off of this. I know they're land-based. I plan on punching a small hole in the lid where there's a canopy. It'll cover it later, so it'll still be airtight for when I go to water cooling, but for now I'll punch a hole so it still gets air. And then yeah, we should be good to test it soon. So we got the electronics mounted. I'm using a temporary, just a test fit battery. Jesus, I'm trying to speak quiet. Sorry if my voice sounds weird. Anyway, test fitted battery. I'm gonna put a larger one in when I run it. Cases on pretty well. I did slightly push the mesh further forward with my system, so I just kind of tape this on so it can't go too far forward and it won't rock too far in either. See? Give it free rotation still for it to turn over. Again, greased up, good to go there. This is mounted down. Same for that. Taped around that to get as little water as possible, and this is on too. So we'll see how it does. Well, I don't even know where to go now. Okay, so other park was closed, I guess. Day's all hectic. Went to this other park. Forgot to record the first time I put it in the water, but she works somehow. Got the recovery boat there just in case. The humming is in here from all that electrical. Onwards to, oh no, the pin. Okay, I got it. Anyway, she isn't quite watertight yet. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera, but she keeps taking a lot of water. It drains out pretty quick too, so that means I got a lot of holes. Anyway, it moves fast when it's in the water. Temperatures are negligible on everything. I'll put it back in. I'll get my phone strapped to the camera or to the transmitter, and then we'll get some footage. Alright, we're back at the water here. Let's get her loaded in. Come on. Nice and gentle lake. Okay. That's at like half throttle. I'm barely pushing it right now. It's so light that it doesn't matter how big it is. The wind is certainly pushing it around, right? I mean, I'm full tilt on the steering too, so I might want to work that out, but I mean, look at it. It's pretty quick. Let me bring her back in though, because it's definitely taking on water. I can see it sagging towards the back already if you see that on camera. I don't know if you notice it. In typical fashion, we have done the one more off-camera run, and now the boat is stuck in the lake with a broken gearbox. And I have to go retrieve it before it sinks, because of course I didn't water tighten it, and I thought pushing it like that would be fun. So I'll be right back. Well, stick from last time I was out at the lake is still here. Thank God, because I'd have to go wading, otherwise that is not solid, that's water. Alright, anyway, it's real heavy. I'm gonna drain all the water. Oh man. Well, I think I found the cause of the leak at least. I don't know about the gearbox, I haven't opened that yet, but if you see right there, I Loctited all along this thing, or JB Weld, sorry, all along this thing very thoroughly. I mean, it looks kind of shoddy at the edges because it's pocketed where the table is. Now, I put it under the nose at this point, and I guess it didn't stay under the nose, and it kind of went further in, and I guess maybe pulled apart a little bit, made some holes, perforation. Oh my God, the wind. This boat is super light and super big, and the wind is strong. It's sort of dragging out my arms. But yeah, I've got to seal that up for sure. Alright, believe it or not, I also found the cause of why I don't know if it was the transmission that blew or this, but it seems like it's come out of alignment a little bit somehow. Maybe it's just because it was in steering or something, I don't know, but that definitely needs to be looked at more thoroughly before I put this back on the water. Yo, check it out. We got a chicken. I'm gonna go say hi to it. I'm probably gonna get jumped. God, it wants to surf up so bad. Yeah, it flies. I almost crashed it. Oh. I'll do it one more time. Oh, yeah, I gotta do it headed towards land, so if I crash it, it's fine. Ready? I got full throttle for a second there. That needs stabilizing fins. Holy shit. Bump it against the dock. Let me start. Okay, I'm gonna get her around. Here we go. We're gonna go for some half throttle blips here, maybe more. We're just gonna let it build up a little more than that. Try 3/4. Yeah, it seems to be the magic number. There you go. We'll go for one more pass. I think I got it on this one. Make sure it doesn't torque roll in the air. God, it's so sensitive to my finger. What the hell? Oh, that was a good one. That's gonna be a good one. You got that one, right? Mm-hmm. Sweet. I just probably talked through the whole damn thing. Now, let me get some zigzags too on video. Actually, here. Okay, we'll stop recording real quick.